Hey, Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor go unto the Most High Power, YAHAWAH, in the name of His beloved Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that do rule exceptionally well, and also Shalom, salutations, mercy, and blessings to all you sincere brothers out there pushing this word with truth and with faith. My name is Thabo, mouth of Great Millstone, Northwest, and I wanted to put a lesson together based around, just having your trust in Yahweh, and Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and YAHAWAH, Yahweh Shai. I want to start it off with a scripture. Let's go with Isaiah, the 26th chapter. Salakia. Isaiah chapter 26. Uh, um, let's start right here at 1, actually. Isaiah chapter 26 and 1. In that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. Salvation will the Most High appoint for walls and bulwarks. Slakia, bulwarks. Open ye thy gate, that the righteous nation, which is Israel, which keepeth thy truth, may enter. So actually, that's Yasharallah. That's not even all of Israel right now, because that's the righteous nation. That's Yasharallah. That's the men that's turning back to the Most High. It says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord YAHAWAH is everything strength." Or Salakia, is everlasting strength. Okay? When you got to keep your trust in the Most High Power, man. And believe me, if you actually keep your trust in the Most High Power, there's certain things that you'll just guide through that would seem like it will be a harsh or a stressful situation. You'll just guide through it just because your trust is in the Most High. You know that you're trusting in the Most High. It may not make sense to you at that moment that you're going through it, on why you're going through it, but if you maintain that integrity and continue with that trust in the Most High Power, through the name of His beloved Son Yahweh Shai, really believing upon those names as well, you'll get through that situation, man. And then in hindsight, you'll see all the avenues that the Most High laid out for you, man. You'll see the beauty of why you had to go through whatever the tribulation or trial you had to go through, man. But we're here to go through trials and tribulations. That's one of the main focuses of why we're here upon this earth, is so that way we can be tested. And as we're being tested, you have to trust in the scriptures, man. It says that the Most High, is written, the Most High is not going to put us through anything that's too hard for us, man. So if you maintain that trust in the Most High, you're going to receive the salvation, man. All right. It says, I'm going to reread verse 3. It says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee." If you keep your mind on the Most High Power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, your mind, there's not many things that's going to be able to trouble you, man. I mean, we get stressed out. I get stressed out. I get stressed out a lot, but sometimes I just got to tell myself to relax, take a breath, Like, the Most High is going to provide a way for me to get through this little shit, man. The Most High is going to provide a way for all of us to make it through this thing. All we have to do is maintain our trust in the Lord, man. Maintain our belief, maintain our faith, continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to push. If we do that, man, hey, we're good as gold for the chariots, man. Staying humble, hey, most of all, keeping that belief, keeping that faith, man. That's a very important aspect of it. I want to grab something else. Let's go to Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah chapter 17. And Salaki, if I press any of this and it doesn't actually pop right up, because my screen is actually busted on my phone. 17 and verse 7. "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is." Okay? "Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord Yahweh is," man. That's heavy right there. That's such a simple scripture, but it's very heavy, because truly, the Most High, if you put your trust in the Most High, I'm telling you, certain situations that come out where it's like it seems like it's gonna be like fucking, it's just gonna be a nightmare to have to go through. You know, if you keep your trust in the Lord, maintaining that the Most High is going to make the path, not trying to take things into your own hands, but just going that set path that the Most High is giving you, you know, slowing things down and moving with the pace instead of trying to rush the spirit. A lot of opportunities will open up for you to be able to get out of that situation, whether it be like a money problem, whether it be a job problem, you know, whether it be a vehicle problem. You know, hey, the Most High truly does provide for people, man. You know, he truly does provide for brothers that are sincere in this thing, man. And you see cases of it all the time. You hear about brothers speaking about it, giving testimonials of it all the time, you know. You probably witness it all the time. You having just the worst fucking day, nothing's going right. All of a sudden, you glance at the clock and see that it's 11:44 or it's 1:44 or it's 4:41 or something like that. And you know, your spirit starts to get uplifted, and then you get home and brothers come over, you know, pick you up, take you out to go get something to eat, you know, and you know, hey, your whole day can spin around, man. You know, when really your plan was just to go home and lock yourself in your room and soak in your sorrows, man. You know, but the Most High he'll provide a way for you to get uplifted, man. You know. I want to read on. This is verse 8. It says, "For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters." Now, a tree that's planted by the waters is going to get a lot of growth due to it being in a place that has good nutrients. All right, especially with that water flow always coming through. Trees need water to grow, as all living things, you know. It says, "And that spreadeth out her roots by the river," you know. Because the reason those it's important for those roots to be spread by the rivers, that they always have that access to the water. They'll pull nutrients from the ground, and they'll also be pulling nutrients from the water, which is going to give it a abundant supply of energy for it to be able to continue with its growth. You know, also it's going to need sunlight. But if you ever looked at any land that Esau didn't go through and cut down that's by a river, it's going to be heavily vegetated, man. Vegetation grows by the water. It says, and shall not see when heat cometh. And that's the point. If you always got access to that water, all right, which we should always have access to the water being the word. If you always have access to that water, then you know, it doesn't matter if the sun's scorching on you. It doesn't matter if you're having a hard time. It doesn't matter if it's hot for you, you know. Speaking figuratively, it doesn't. That wouldn't matter because you got a water supply, man. You got a lifeline, right? It says, "But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit," man. And that's how we're supposed to be. You know, that's how we're supposed to be. And the only way you're going to do that is explained in verse 7, keeping that trust in the Most High power, man. Keeping that trust in the Lord, not trying to take things into your own hands. You know, you got a lot of situations where brothers will make a mistake by taking things into their own hands and moving hasty, when really they should have just, you know, kind of sat back and let the Spirit speak, man. Let the Most High deal. As that brother from GMS, get your mind right, as he said in some of his videos a while back. Let me get another scripture for you, brothers. This is Psalms, the 25th chapter. Let me pull it up. Psalms 25. There we go. Right here at verse 1. This is a beautiful chapter, man. I love the book of Psalms. I love Proverbs. There'll be times where I'll come in and I'll just do a whole chapter, but I'm not going to do this whole chapter. I'm going to read a couple of verses here, though. This is Psalms chapter 25, verse 1. A psalm of David. "Unto thee, O YAHAWAH, do I lift up my soul. O my power, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed." And that's really what we're all hoping for, right? Is that in that day we don't be ashamed, man. You know? Isn't the scripture, "Who has put their trust in the Lord and was ashamed?" Or maybe it's confounded. You know, it's roughly paraphrasing. It says, "Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me." And that's really what we want as well. That our enemies don't triumph over us, man. You know, and having your trust in the Lord will have you overcome some of those situations, man. Somebody do you wrong, somebody do you dirty. You know, you just put your trust in the Lord instead of, again, this is another example of how brothers can mess up by trying to take things into your own hands. Let the Most High deal with these people, man. That's not our job. Our job is to be out here as a beacon of light onto the city. Our job isn't to try to get payback, man. Just because somebody did us wrong, try to do them wrong. You know, somebody's over here trying to get you evicted. You sit there in turn trying to get them evicted, you know. The scripture do say an eye for an eye. But in the time that we're in right now, it's better just to let the Most High do it. Because the Most High can do something way more drastic than anything that you can come up with, man. The Most High can ruin families, ruin lives, man. You know? The Most High can turn somebody's whole world upside down. You know? So just let the Most High do it. Let him take care of it, man. He's going to take care of everybody. Everybody that's fucking up and doing wrong, the Most High is going to take care of all of them, man. Everybody that's coming up against the men of the Lord, Most High is going to take care of all of them. Only thing we got to do is sit down here and maintain our trust, all right? It says, verse 3, yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed, okay? That's going back like how it says in verse 2. It says, midway through verse 3, let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. And that's what I was talking about. The people that's doing wrong onto brothers and onto men of the Lord, you know, deliberately, whether they know we're men of the Lord or not, those people, they're transgressing without cause, man. They're coming up against us. They're coming up against the Most High, more importantly, the word of the Most High. You know, they're coming against YAHAWAH's return. They're coming up against the name. You know, they're coming up against the doctrine of the Most High Power Yahweh. You know, hey, and the list will continue. Hey, they're transgressing without cause. So it says, let them be ashamed. And they certainly will be ashamed in that day. Show me thy ways, O Yahweh. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the power of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Okay? On the Most High do we wait all the day. On YAHAWAH's return do we wait all the day. You know? So, I mean, pretty much that's the point. I could pull a lot more scriptures just based around, you know, trusting the Lord. Oh, I do want to grab one more scripture real quick before I dip out. And I'm gonna grab the short version because it's found in the gospel, so it's written in I think it might be written in all the gospel books, but I'm gonna grab the one here in Luke because I know exactly where it's at. Luke 18:27. All right, because this is something to keep in mind as well. Luke chapter 18 verse 27, and he said, "The things which are impossible with men are possible with the Most High." All right, so keep that in your mind as well when you're thinking upon maintaining trust in the Most High. There's things that are impossible with men, things that we cannot do, but the Most High can, and the Most High will. You know, the Most High will. If these people are really tormenting you or really vexing your mind, you pray to the Most High about it, and just watch the cookies crumble. You know, hey, but pretty much that was the point. Lord willing, that was edifying. Again, all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High Power Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule exceptionally well. Also, shalom, citations, and mercy and blessings to all you sincere brothers out there pushing this word with truth and with faith. Maintain your trust, brothers. Shalom.